Hey, everybody. Hey, Moon. How's it going? I have a collection of crazy earrings over here because I'm an art teacher and I wear weird earrings sometimes, and then I come on for the live stream and I take them off because they're ridiculous and I leave them on my desk. We've got paint palettes. These I made with Shrinky Dink. They're Mona Lisa. I got some orange crayons. And then the reason why I was noticing them is because tomorrow is sports day at school. I have to wear something sports, and this is the only sports stuff I have is my little Patriots earrings. So gotta wear those tomorrow. Can't forget. I'm gonna put them on top of my note. I'll put them on my phone so I won't forget to bring them up. It's so funny, the little collection up here. I gotta bring those upstairs. Hi from the UK. Hello from the US. Oh, thanks for coming back, Kendi. Yes, I do have physical copies of the diary, or all of them that we've read so far. Unless other series that I've finished, I have sent those physical copies back. Not really, I guess not back, but I have found descendants and sent the physical copies to them. So back to family. This is the diary that we're reading now. It's pretty small. You can see like there's 3 entries on a page. And those are about the size of the entries. Hello, Mezcad. You'll have to tell me if I'm saying your name right. Welcome back. So for Myrtie here, whose picture is up in the corner, we have an 1899 diary, which we've already read through, of hers. Hello, Living Owl. Remember when I thought your name was Living Ghoul? It's so hard sometimes with the usernames to know where the emphasis is. Okay. We have a 1900 diary, which we are now reading May. And then we have a 1905 diary. And then we recently got another diary by someone who is related to Myrtie. It's like was it her cousin's wife or her second cousin's wife? Something like that. But they were born around the same time, so it'll be interesting to read her diary, see if they mention each other. We'll do that after this one. Okay, so I want to just get started. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Wasabi. It's nice to see everybody. I'm going to actually make sure YouTube is streaming, because there was one time where it didn't. Okay, and then I'm going to pop out the chat. I think YouTube is far behind on its stream. I can't tell. My preview definitely is, but I don't know if that's just my preview. Yes, it will be cool. Unfortunately, Emma, her diary is from 1885, and we don't have Myrtie's until 1899, so it's earlier. So we don't have the same year. One time we did have 2 diaries that were written by, they weren't actually married when they started, but they ended up getting married during the diary year in 1903. And we had it was Ralph and Georgia. We had both of their diaries of 1903. So we got to see the entries of them, like him proposing to her and asking her parents for permission and then getting married from both of their perspectives. It was pretty cool. That was that's the only time we've had that, actually. 2 related diaries from the same year. These diaries come from all different places. I found the 1905 one, from this series on eBay, and I had bought it a while ago. And then when we started to research that one, we actually started to read it on the lives and everything. And I found someone on Ancestry who has a tree of Myrtie's. Myrtie is the writer. And inside that tree, she had a photo of diaries, other diaries that weren't the one that I had. So I messaged her, and I was like wondering if she was a family member, or if she was just a researcher like me. And turns out she was a researcher like me, and she offered the diaries to us. So it's pretty cool. So that's where I got the other 2. So curious as to whether my grandma is related to your Wheelers. Were you the one who messaged me? Someone messaged me about it. And I forgot to look. About Massachusetts. I meant to look deeper. And I forgot. I can probably... Okay, cool. Joanne, I'm going to take a peek now. I used to get on my computer so much more. And now I hardly come down here. It's nice having a desktop because it runs all of this streaming stuff so much better. My laptop is like toast after doing that for a few years. But it's also like, I don't know why I'm clicking search. I'm trying to do trees. I can't do two things at once. It's also more of a thing to come down and do research, you know? So I don't have the tree very well built out, but I will see if I don't have a Candace in here, but that doesn't mean anything because I really haven't done any. Like, this is her grandfather's siblings, but I haven't done any of their children. Do you know a birth date? Yay, thanks, Candace. If you're comfortable sharing that. You can also just message me again if you want to do it on that instead of on the live. But that would be super cool. 1904. Okay, so she was born after. In Massachusetts, though? I'm not sure at that point if there were any left. I know that, so right now they're in Vermont in the diary. I know that, I'm pretty sure he was, okay, so he was born, her dad was born in Vermont. And that's all the way back to the 1830s. And then it's Royalston, Massachusetts that her grandfather was born in. Does Royalston ring a bell? Because maybe your grandmother is a descendant of one of these Wheelers. No? Well, it doesn't mean it's not a relative, because there are ties to Massachusetts. I just haven't dug to see if, like, these people stayed in Mass or not. I'll write down her name, and maybe on our next Patreon meeting, we can dig. That's when we like to do those things. And if you want to, you can message me with more details about where Candace lived. Pittsfield. Okay. I don't know if Royalston is in Western Mass. Pittsfield is Western, right? I don't know how common Wheeler is as a last name. It could have been because all these generations back, it gets bigger and bigger, you know? But we can definitely try. I could find her on here, but I also don't want to, like, do it if you don't want me searching her on a live stream. So let me know. If you want me to dig more, I can. If you want me to do it privately, I can also do that. Okay. Let's start. May 1st. I taught school. Stayed all night at HW Towns. Father stayed alone all night. I have a bad cold. I'm just going to write down Pittsfield, though. Okay. May 2nd. Okay, great. Sounds good. We can cross-reference. I taught school. Stayed all night at HW Towns. Father stayed alone all night. May 3rd. I taught school. Stayed all night at HW Towns. Father went after me. Mother. Father went after mother. She came home. That just means he picked her up. If Charlene is here, let's say something so that I can say hi to you, Charlene. Because Charlene... Oh, Joanne, are you on YouTube too, or is that a different Joanne? There's somebody else there saying hi on YouTube. Charlene is one of our newest diary detectives. I want to make sure I tell her how to get into the Patreon. Into the Discord if she wants to. I am not very well. Mother has a cold. I helped about the housework. Father, mother, and I stayed at home all night. I am not very well. Oh, wrong day? What? Oh, you're right. I'm about to type it again. Okay, so just copy and paste that then. And go back. Thank you. Thanks for catching that. I probably would have. Would have been like, oh, I feel like I've read this before. I taught school. Wait. Okay, yeah. Father came after me. I was thinking that was the same one as the one before, but it's not. Father came after me. Me, mother, and I stayed at home all night. Okay, thank you for catching that. May 6th. Finally caught another live. I think you were way back in March last time. Welcome back. Would have just been a couple of weeks ago then. There were a couple of weeks, like, I did an off day the week before Christmas. Or was it the New Year's week? I think I took the week of Christmas off, and then the next week I did it on, like, Tuesday instead, or something like that. I switched it, but... What are you saying? Some brown... What? You're scaring me. Was it the cat? Is there a reason why they wrote with pencils and not with pens? I don't know. You did make me look. That scared me. My cat is behind me, though. Can you see him? You can see him in the corner. I always move the wrong way because it's mirrored. There's a kitty. Claude? That's who it is. Come here so they can see you. No. Okay. I see you again on my FYP. That's nice. Sometimes it does show me on For You page. Sometimes it doesn't. It's amazing to see 126-year-old diaries in such good shape. Yeah, a lot of the diaries that we read are in surprisingly good shape. The ones from Ralph Slippy, which were... They were from around the same time. I think it was 1900, 1901, and 1903. They were, like, moldy. So it's all, I guess, just how they were stored and how long they were stored and how many people have been, like, touching them. They are, let's see. This one, which one is this one? The 1905 diary is in really, really good shape. Like, even the pocket in the back, and I'm assuming this is leather, I guess, right? What else would it be? Like, that's in good shape. The 1900 one that we're reading now has a couple of little, like, chunks out of it, but all in all, yeah. Held together pretty well, and pretty sturdy stuff, these little tiny diaries. Back when things were made nice, I guess. Probably don't get opened as much as other types of books through the years. Yes, that's true. When did I start today? About 6, like 15 minutes ago. Okay, I'm glad. Thank you, Dead Self. You should mark your calendar or join my Discord because I put announcements when I go live. Thursdays at 6. The more the merrier. Father, mother, and I about home. We all stayed at home all night. I've missed the last few lines. Anything crazy? No, not really. Just typical Myrtie. Okay. Oh, Claude's licking himself. I wish he was more cuddly and he would jump up on my lap. That would be nice. I need him to keep me warm. It's cold down here. Last entry sounded like a student trying to meet their word count. Father, mother, and I wrote. This one? We all stayed at home all night. Okay. Or this one. I taught school. Oh, I already said that. Stayed all night. This is, 2 sentences said the same thing. Yeah, basically. Yeah, that's true. They were at home and they stayed at home. Stayed all night at HW Towns. Where do I get these? I just answered that like a minute ago. How did I phrase it? I got one of them on eBay. The 1905 diary, which we haven't read through yet. We started to read it because I only had that one. And when I started to read that one, I found on Ancestry someone had a tree that was already built for Myrtie, and it had pictures. The actual Ancestry tree had photos attached of diaries, like open diary pages. And they were not the diary that I had. It was like 2 other ones. So I reached out to her, and I just wanted to know like what she learned about her, if she was a researcher or if she was a descendant. I really wanted to know because I wanted to send her the diary that I had. And it turns out she was a researcher, and she had a lot of projects going on, so she just ended up sending me them. So I have the 1899 diary from her, the 1900 diary from her, and the 1905 that I bought on eBay. It's a complicated answer to a simple question, right? Because 2 different places, but usually I get them on eBay. The first diary that I ever did like this, the first diary that kind of started my hobby, I got at an estate sale. It was just like a lucky find at an estate sale. And it all just spiraled from there. Anyway. And the question, do I get paid for this? Not directly. I have a Patreon. So I have a group of people who, we have a group called the Diary Detectives. And they're all in here in the chat and everything. They say hi if you're a diary detective. And so that's like a subscription. So I make a little money on the side. It basically covers my Ancestry newspapers subscription. Hey, Penny. All that. So, yeah. Who is H.W. Towns? That is one of Myrtie's students' fathers. So I guess it was a common thing back then that school teachers would sometimes board at their students' homes. Hello, G-Mom Bobby. Are you saying hello because you're a diary detective? Because if you are, let me know which one, because I don't know that username. It's hard sometimes to keep the usernames matched with the names, so I know who you guys are. What was I saying? No, not yet. Oh, not yet. What was I saying? Oh, the student. Okay, so apparently it was a thing that teachers would sometimes board at students' families. And that's what she's doing here. So she pays them rent. Every once in a while she talks about paying the fee for boarding for like a certain amount of weeks. And she stays there instead of going all the way home. She doesn't have her own means of getting home. I can show you the map actually. Especially because I forget there's new people in here every day and you guys like haven't seen this. It's pretty cool, all the stuff we've collected about her. So this is her school that she teaches at. Apparently the building is still there, but it's a private residence now. It's a house. And Google Earth cuts off right at that street. It's on like the corner, but it's a little bit down the street. And you can't see the house. Actually, did I try, for those of you who are here every week, remember someone told me about how Google Earth, you can like go back and maybe it's a different season and sometimes you can see through the trees. Did I try that for that location? I don't think I did. We were looking at something else. And I tried it and it didn't work for whatever we were looking at, but let's try it. Okay, so this is the building that I am curious about, and that's probably it. But there's no street view on that street. I don't think I'll be able to see through it because it's so far from the corner of the road. But did I try it? I probably did. It took forever to load too, I remember. Okay, so what would be like the best view if it was no trees? Maybe like here. I'll just do it quick. It probably will amount to nothing. And will I even remember how to do it is the question. See more dates. It's right in my face. Okay. Yeah, there were only 2. And they were both very very leafy. Is that the building? Through the trees? No. No, that's... Wait, where am I? No, that's... Oh, I'm way past it. How'd that happen? I'm pretty sure there were only 2. Yeah. Did it move me up? No. Odd, I must have clicked on the wrong. Did you go to college? Yes, I majored in art education. I actually went for art. And I am an art teacher. But this is just my side quest in life. Look at that. It's so leafy. July 2025 was the last one. So when I go to Vermont on my honeymoon next summer, I will go buy this house. And I will take a very respectfully distanced picture of the house so you can all see it. One more little peek. I'm sure I've done this, right? Oh, okay. So you can kind of see it. Not there. We need like a winter picture, because if it was winter, I don't know, it doesn't look like it, but it's been renovated and stuff. I don't know, it could be. It looks like a rectangle. Okay. I guess that's as much as, I don't know if I looked from this angle. When we had our Patreon meeting, I have a monthly meeting just for the diary detectives. That's probably it. And we were looking up something. It wasn't even from this diary. It was from someone else's diary project. And we found there's an Airbnb up here that is an old schoolhouse. It's not in this town, but it's in Vermont. It's cool. And it's like an early 1900s schoolhouse, and it has all the original chalkboard. And yes, Kat was there. That's what we were looking at Kat's project. All the old like chalkboard and like little school-related trinkets were all there. It was like a museum that you can stay in. It's pretty cool. Hey, Vita. I'm new. Are you putting this on Ancestry? I put the typed entries on my website. I don't put them directly on Ancestry, but I am building an Ancestry tree as part of like the research. Okay, so I showed you guys the school, but I wanted to show you the map. What would be like the easiest one to open up? Maybe that one. Okay. Where the heck is this place? Here. Okay, so her school is here. Okay. Her house is all the way. I guess she'd have to go maybe she'd go this way, down this way, up, and across over here. And I think we looked at it and it said it would be like, what did we think? Like an hour each way. So she doesn't have her own horse. It's like a family horse, it seems like. And her dad always takes her to work if she's going back and forth. So he would have to be driving. Was it an hour or 2 of riding? We figured it out because we did driving, and then we looked up like how fast is a horse, and we converted it. I remember, but I forget if it was 2 or 1. I think it was 1. And then we said, so her dad would have to be, 1 hour each way. And her dad would have to be driving for 4 hours a day just to get her to school and from school. So it makes sense why she's boarding. And the house that she's boarding at, I think, is here because H.W. Towns married a Morse. Actually, there's another Morse over here. So it could be any of them, but she teaches their kids. Okay, May 10th. I taught school. Stayed all night at H.W. Towns. Mrs. Vienna Angel was buried today. So this is the fun part of when we read diaries. When we get a little tidbit, like a name, or an event. Unfortunately, a lot of the time it's a funeral. But then we can find these people and like look them up and maybe find pictures of them and find their obituary. It's just like a fun little like side quest that comes up. Okay, it is my favorite part too. Okay, Vienna Angel. It says there's absolutely no match for her. So, I didn't even put a place, so that's kind of discouraging. So, let's look up, okay, well, we know she died in 1900. We know her last name is Angel. We could try a different spelling. First, I'll make sure. Nothing. Okay, refined search, Angel. Nothing. Okay. Let's look up V. Angel. Nothing. Any Angel died 1900? John Quincy Angel. Okay, so that might just mean that her grave is not logged. So let's try newspapers. Yay. It's other people's favorite part too. No, I don't want a free trial. I pay for this. I have to log in again. Which one do I do? This one. It's me, right? Why is it doing this lately? Oh, because I tried to go to a specific page. Okay. That's odd. There's like no, usually, oh yeah, it is recent searches. Usually recent searches you can see. There we go. Okay. We're looking up Vienna Angel. In May 1900 in Vermont. Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it, Angela? I feel like it wasn't doing it for a long time, and now every time I log on with you guys, I have to do it. Okay. Mrs. William Angel. Dead. I need to be careful, because one time I got flagged for reading an obituary. Vienna, wife of William Angel and daughter of Reverend Myrtie Wheeler. She's related. I think he's in here. He's in our tree. Here. Okay. This is... Wait, here. Okay. Waldo Evelyn Dover. Vienna. Okay. Any pictures? Pictures? No. William Angel, so we can add her spouse. Oh, he's not in the tree already. Wait, we have to put someone in the tree? Add a new person. William Angel. And we can update him later, but that's cool. I like adding somebody in. Died after a short illness of pneumonia, May 7th. Every effort was exerted in her behalf, but being of natural, delicate health, she easily succumbed to the violence of the disease. Oh, they are so detailed with these, and it's appalling. And the physical tie was sundered that bound the gentle soul to this life. She was a faithful member of the Congregational Church and lived a beautiful, sincere, and genuine Christian life. Funeral services took place at the church on the 10th. The Reverend M.B. Davenport of North Troy offering words of tender consolation. In an impressive manner, he directed their minds to him for sympathy, whose life on earth was one of loneliness and separation from others. There was a fitting floral emblem from the Order of the Good Templars who attended in a body and conducted the burial service. The many friends who were bound closely to her by amiability and worth join with her husband. I have such a hard time reading these, and other relatives gratefully and tenderly cherishing her memory. We desire to extend our sincere thanks. Okay, so let's see if her husband, William Angel, is buried over there. He would have been, do we know? Hold on. Anything about him? Basically, we tried, but she was a weakling. Yeah. Hey, we tried. I don't know which one he is. That's hard to do from scratch. Unless we could find their wedding announcement. Like, I want to know, is his grave... There's, well, only 3? Could probably rule them out. Okay, it's not this guy. Not that guy. Not that guy. Must be this guy. And let's see. Sarah Jane. He may have remarried. I don't know where that is either. Does it say where she was buried? Woodbury? I put all of Vermont, so... Okay, well, I'm gonna save this, and I will also read a couple of other articles that I see about her. We can try to go back and dig more, but sometimes it's like, is it worth it? But look at this, torture to witness. Like, what? Just casual. I'd keep a little scrapbook-like thing with all of our little newspaper clippings that we find and stuff like that. I link them in. Okay, let's see what else they say about her. Vienna, wife of Willie Angel, died May 7th of pneumonia. Everything that love and skill could suggest was done for her, but it could not stay. The destroyer, and her death has brought sorrow to a wide circle of friends. Ugh, she was 30 years old. Oh, that's awful. Her life was one of simple, unaffected goodness and fragrant with womanly virtue and purity. Funeral services took place. Okay. Let's see what else. That's it. Womanly virtue. Okay, yeah, 1870, 1871. Usually if it's on Find a Grave... Oh, you know what? No, I got rid of 1901. Usually if it's on Find a Grave, it would have the year that she died. Did I look up without any other information? Yeah. See if there's any Vienna. Wheeler, like... Anyone? There's a lot of Viennas. Williams? No. We could look on here for a death record. I could try Willie Angel. You're right. There is a Willie Angel, but he died before this. She's mentioned on her father's Find a Grave. Zimariah. Oh, true. That could be another way to try, but yeah, okay. Zimariah. Oh, he died in 1903 also. Oh no, she died in 1900. Never mind. I got confused. Okay. Yep. Except that's wrong. May 30th, 1900 is wrong. Waldo died at 4 from diphtheria and Charles at 15 in a hunting accident. Ugh. Vienna married Will Angel and Minnie. Okay. Is she in here? No. We could just look up Will. But this is Myrtie's her grandfather. Okay. Didn't say she was survived by Willie. I don't know. I don't think so. They could just not be on here, but we've been able to find a lot of people on here. Okay, you know what? I'll put them on the list. We'll dig into them another time. Vienna. You'd think that would be a really easy name to find, but there's actually a lot of them. Angel. May 10th. Okay. I found a Bernice Vienna Angel Later Wheeler. Maybe her daughter. Oh, possibly. Let me see. On Find a Grave, are you talking about? Or somewhere else? Yeah, she might have. Did she die May 7th? I wrote down May 10th because that's where it's mentioned. So that way when we look back to try to figure out, like, who is this person, we'll know what entry to look at. What was it? Bernice. Vienna. Angel. I don't think it's on here. This one? No, that's Wisconsin. No, I don't know. I don't see the same thing. How do you? Okay, so what? 1895. How could I look her up? Why isn't it coming up? Did I spell it wrong? Bernice? No. She was born in 1895. Why is it not coming up? Even on here. Bertha? No. Sometimes I can't, I know, sometimes I can't get the same search results. It's happened before. Where I have a hard time finding someone even though I know they're on here. Like, maybe it's Angel. Maybe it's spelled, like, with one L? No. Okay, let me try Google search. I'm not getting it. I don't know if I'm not searching the same thing, though. Okay. We'll keep going. We'll go back to it if we have another spark. May 11th. I taught school. Father came after me. I know. It is weird. I came home. Okay. Vienna Dean Wheeler. Okay. Okay. And she's okay. Holy crap. Thank you. I wonder why she's not listed with her. I should have looked up Wheeler. What was I thinking? Why is she not listed with her husband? Okay. Vienna Wheeler. Dean. I'll just add that in. Make it easier. Or not. D. Nope. Okay, that's annoying. She died in 1900. Why can't I find her? Oh, on Ancestry. Okay, not on Find a Grave. Okay. Yeah, does she have here anything that mentions sibling Evelyn? Child Bernice, right here. Let's look at that. Did I grab it quick enough? Yeah. Okay. Oh, is this her? This is her death certificate. Oh, this is her daughter's. Bernice. School teacher. She's a school teacher in Calais? Oh, Barry. ascending cholangitis, common duct stones with obstruction. Hey, Nikki, how are you? I'm good. I'm just cold. Okay, so her daughter is Bernice. We can add her in. Did I just add her? I think I did by clicking that thing. No, I didn't. She's in someone else's tree. No photos, though. Okay, so it looks like they had 2 children. Wow, 1899 to 1991. Bernice and a guy. We'll just add them into mine. Can't I just do that easily? There's a way to do it. I haven't added to trees in a long time. Add relative. Daughter. Bernice. I'll put Vienna. And add in her son. Guy. Lily. Angel. It's so weird to think someone may be looking for you in 100+ years. Yes, that's true. All right, I taught school. Father came after me. I came home. Oh, what I wanted to know is, does it say where she's buried? Is this like her death record or birth certificate? What is this one? Marriage, 1893, when she was 22. Death, okay. God, oh God. She was 22 and she died at 29. Oh. Oh, I keep forgetting that. Yikes, that's awful. Okay. Does it say where? Woodbury. No. Well, it says Woodbury. I'm assuming maybe she was buried there, but... Alright, oh, Ian's home. Okay, father came after me. I came home. Father, mother, and I stayed at home all night. I washed out my clothes. It's so interesting that it says hospital. No one we knew has died in a hospital so far. I didn't even catch that. That's true. A lot of times they're at home. If I wanted to do this, where do I start? I think, well, there's a couple of places you could start. You could start by, here's my plug, joining my Patreon. Or you could just go on eBay and try to find a diary to buy. If you are doing that, make sure that the description says that the diary is full. Because a lot of times people on eBay, first of all, overcharge like crazy. Second of all, they'll put it up and it's just a collector's item. They're not thinking about how whoever buys it is going to use it. So they're not like realizing if it's not completely full, it's kind of like, it's not useless for us, but it's definitely much more exciting when you have a full diary. A lot of times they'll take pictures of the pages that are written in, but there's only a few of those. So you have to like read closely. Yeah, I see a lot of empty ones on there too. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome. Everybody, he made it through the fire. Everyone who was in the meeting.
What fire? Me?
The fire. The Five Guys fire.
Oh.
5-alarm fire. It's okay.
No, it didn't even set off the fire alarm.
I know. Which says more about our fire alarm, I think. Claude, he's crying.
He's happy I'm home.
Kat says, Ian. Yeah, the burgers were fine. The fries were not.
Covered in paper ash.
Yeah. Searching, I would do like handwritten diary, handwritten journal. Oh, he gets so floppy. Floppy, he's not gonna stay. What are you doing? He hates that. He's just been sitting there watching me.
He'll let me pick him up again.
He's been. I know. That's Claude. He has a pea brain. Anything for treats. Give him a treat.
No, doesn't deserve one.
Yes, he does.
He was harassing Basil.
Oh, he was? Well.
He has to be punished.
Punished. What's his punishment?
No treats.
He gets picked up. He doesn't get it. Yes, it is crazy. Sometimes it's ridiculous what people put them up for. So you have to just like keep looking and wait for something that's reasonable. How long have we been together?
Huh?
How long have we been together?
Since January of 2019.
7 years. Is this our 7th year, or would we be going on 8?
There's
7. This is 7 years. Actually, it's almost our anniversary.
Damn, 7 years?
I know. 7 years you can never get back. And you know what? Do they say a mirror, when you break a mirror, it's 7 years of bad luck?
When you break a mirror?
Is it 7?
Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah, he broke a mirror. January, what? 27th, 2019. And I've been your 7 years of bad luck.
I think I did break a mirror.
Oh boy. It's Claude, C-L-A-U-D. But also, yes, Claude. Yeah, you burned the burgers. Yeah, it happens to be a pun.
But we didn't pick the name because it's a pun.
No, we picked it because we just liked it. We thought it was funny, like the way it was so regal. And he's a fluffy cat. So he just looked regal. It just worked out that way. I found a journal at a flea market that the young lady the whole time she was in college for 4 years. That's cool. Yes, I have paid usually around $25 to $30 for a diary. I think that's a reasonable price. Hi. Okay. What are you eating for dinner?
I don't know.
Oh. I'm hungry.
What do you want?
I don't know.
Ask your audience to vote.
What should I have for dinner? Should I have Five Guys for dinner? Or, no, I'm kidding. Well, if they vote for it, you have to get it.
No, I mean something that I can cook.
5 Guys and 20 fries.
That's it.
Something that he can cook. It has pictures, report cards, notes from friends. That's cool. Tacos. Tacos is a good idea. We don't have any tostadas though, right? I like them on that. You must be rich with the amount of Five Guys. I actually, you know what's funny, Kat? We don't get Five Guys a lot. I just talk about it a lot.
If you just buy the burgers, it's not that expensive.
It's expensive for fast food though, but it is delicious.
Like
we get Five Guys like once every few months. You do hear about Five Guys a lot because I always, you know what too, whenever he's traveling, he comes back like on Thursdays for work. So he's usually like driving home. If he's traveling, he's driving home at this time. I'm like, oh, maybe he'll pick up Five Guys. I say that a lot. When was the last time though we ate Five Guys before the other day?
At least a month.
I can't even think. No, more than that.
Well, so for two normal cheeseburgers, it's like $20.
2 normal cheeseburgers is $20.
Yeah,
It's expensive for fast food,
yeah,
but it's
not,
better
it's
than
not fast food.
fast
It's
food.
fast casual.
It's fast
I
cash.
wouldn't call Five Guys fast food. I'd call it fast casual.
But yeah,
It's in
we
the same
definitely.
tier as Chipotle
I don't know if you can hear him.
You know?
Panera Bread stinks though. Panera Bread is expensive for no reason. Yeah, it used to be good. My sister's very sweet pit bull. His name is Clyde. Oh, cute.
Sorry, I'm really distracted.
No, that's okay. It's all good.
Can you see me standing?
Yeah, actually they can. I didn't realize they could. So long story short, we don't eat that much Five Guys. James Hastings. You know what's funny though? I have like a stomach that's just annoying, and I used to not be able to eat out at all. Or like at least anything like a burger I would never even try. a burger, fast food, it would just destroy me. So I thought I'd never had Five Guys until like I think last year or the year before that. And I thought there's no way. If I ever ate Five Guys, it would kill me. That's what I thought. And then one time he had me try and it just like changed me. They're so good. James Hastings plowed for father on my account. We get our burgers with everything that like a McDonald's burger has on it. He could tell you how he orders them. So it has like that combination of like pickle, ketchup, mustard. I don't think he puts mayo on it. I think it's pickle, ketchup, mustard, and chopped onions. So good. Wheeler is my mother's maiden name. The whole side of the family's from upstate New York. Hey, maybe you're a relative. What is Culver's? I don't know what that is. And it did, in fact, destroy me. But was it worth it? Lately, oh, a diary birthday. Sorry. Lately, I've been a lot better. But it's kind of like it goes up and down. I go through phases. But lately, I've been pretty, I've been able to eat a lot. Ian cooks great food. He's an amazing chef. So most of the time, we eat in. Okay. Plowed father. Happy diary birthday, everybody. James Hastings plowed for father on my account. On my account, like, she paid for it? He asked, or she asked him to, probably, maybe. 150. Mother and I finished our washing. Father went to post office. I hope you get a West Coast diary someday so I can do some boots on the ground research. I hope so too. Father went to PO. It's nice to have one East Coast because I feel close to it now. I've never felt that way because, except for Anglesea's diary, I felt close to. But all of the Iowa ones we've been reading, it feels so like distant, you know? Okay. We all stayed at home all night. May 13th. Thanks, Vicky. I think it's fun. Father, mother, and I about home. We all stayed at home all night. Father has a sore finger. Wonder how that happened. Did he jam it in something? Seems random. Father carried me to my school. I taught school. Father went to... I cut my finger on my mom's ring. I hope I can still dance. Yes. I'm glad that I know what you're referencing there. I hope I can still dance. Father went to Montpelier. I stayed all night at HW Towns. Father went to Montpelier to see a doctor about his finger. Are we gonna get any more information about what happened? I taught school. That's funny. I went to a May flowering? What's that? We'll look that up. Stayed all night at Montpelier is a town. Stayed all night at HW town. A city in Vermont. Okay, let's look up May flowering. It's gonna just hit everything that says May. I don't know how to look this up without... Okay, flowering plants. Flowering plants, flowering plants, flowering plants. I don't know what that is. Anyone know? Yeah, maybe it's one word. Or you mean around it with the space too. That's right. I could do that. You're right. No, nothing. Okay. How about just at all? The Lewiston boys, while out Mayflowering one afternoon last week, captured 6 raccoons, 2 old ones and 4 young ones, and it is hoped they will contribute them to Lake Grove attractions. What? This is in, I don't know where the heck this even is, like Maine. Interesting. What could it mean? What's the context? What were they doing? They captured 6 raccoons, and they're hoping that they contribute them to Lake Grove attractions. What does that mean? Google says it's a type of flower on the East Coast, Mayflower, and picking them is Mayflowering. Oh, gathering Mayflowers. That makes sense. Mayflowering party. This morning at 10 o'clock, the scholars at the German Congregational Sunday School met at the corner of Iowa Avenue. A Mayflowering party. They don't tell you what they did. Oh, cool. Okay, so collected Mayflowers. Maybe if we search Mayflower in Vermont. The Mayflower. May 1st was ushered in with a small snowstorm, but it did not cover up any Mayflowers. The Mayflower. Not the ship. The poor flower. Mayflower flower. Massachusetts state flower. I feel like I have seen these. Maybe taken some pictures of them. Are they low to the ground? Yeah. Well, that's cute. I should know my own state flower. I knew it was the Mayflower, but what site is that? This is just Google, if that's what you're talking about. Or the newspapers is newspapers.com. Gathering flowers in baskets. That makes sense. Okay. Makes sense as maybe like an early, like, you know, it's getting warmer. The Mayflowers are out. It's an activity. Winter's over. I taught school. Stayed all night at H.W. Towns. May 16th. It's May 17th, sorry. Same. May 18th. I taught. Father came after me. Interesting, she just said I taught. I went home. He has a felon on his finger. What's a felon? He, mother, and I stayed at home all night. What is that? Anyone know? Before I look it up. Ew. Infection. Oh no. Oh no. That's gross. Oh. You know what? I don't know. I've had a little like infection one time around my, more than one time, around my nail bed. Because I pick at my fingers badly out of anxiety. But it wasn't like this. It wasn't that, like, nasty. Just get, like, red. An abscess. Poor father. I know. Okay, let's hope that he gets better. Imagine, like, that's kind of scary. An infection in 1900. It's a lot different than an infection nowadays. They don't just give you cream for it. Yeah, you do that too. Oh, it's my, like, bad habit, and I kicked it, and now I'm doing it again, but I'm trying really hard to stop. I helped iron and made poultices. We heard that word a lot with Ralph, and helped about the house work. Father's finger pains him badly. Oh, I wonder what he did to it. He, mother, and I stayed at home all night. Now, do you think his finger situation is in the newspaper, is the question. This is like making my fingers hurt. Mother is cross. I'm reading the top part now. Why is mother cross? Father went to Dr. Lawrence's. I wonder if she's mad at him. She's never mentioned mother being angry. Not us actually getting emotion from Myrtie. Your birthday. I know, mother is cross. She doesn't tell us why. Happy diary birthday. Yay. Let's see if he's, if his finger is in the newspaper. She's probably mad because she told him to get it checked out and he said no. Okay. Benjamin Wheeler. Wheeler. My finger's itchy. Okay, put quotes around his name. Yeah, I can do that. I'm also thinking he might not be just Benjamin Wheeler. Sometimes they use his, like, initials. Well, let's do that first. Nothing. B. Wheeler. ZB. Oh, hey, that's probably Zimri. Yeah, that's the obituary that we were reading before. Okay, George B. Wheeler. What's his middle name? B. Benjamin. F. B. F. Wheeler. Try Nine Fingers Wheeler. Maybe he gets a nickname after this. B.F. Wheeler. Not him, though. Dang it. Guy who's having his house repaired. Obituary, not him. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see what comes of this. Oh, sorry. It almost ended my live. It says unable to verify. What? There we go. It thought I was inactive. Good thing I saw that, because I had another tab open. Okay. Hold on. I wonder... Someone on YouTube said, I wonder, do you come across unfamiliar words when reading old diaries? Sometimes, yeah. Like, this. Like felon. On a finger. Okay. May 20th. I made a pie. And fried donuts. And made biscuits. Wow. And did other housework. Made poultices. That's another word we learned from diaries, or at least I did. It's like salves, right? Is that how you say it? Like a thing you rub on something to make it feel better. For father. Cream. He, mother, my birthday just 98 years before I was born. Wow, happy diary birthday. You get a special shout out. He, mother, and I stayed at home all night. Okay. Oh, man. Every time I click out of this, it disappears. Okay. May 21st. Father carried me to my school. taught school. Stayed all night at H.W. Towns. I wish we had a picture of H.W. Towns. The amount of times this guy is mentioned. We know his name, but we don't have a picture. I taught school. Stayed all night at H.W. Towns. Then I'm just going to copy that because she says the same thing the next day, just adds a little bit more. And she says, I do not feel very well. I know. I do need to just copy it. Sometimes I do. If it's the exact same, I copy it, but I don't know. I don't mind typing it. Stayed all night at HW Towns. I could have done that one. I didn't realize that was the same. And I just fumble through the typing too. I have a very specific typing style, and it's just like blah, 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 and then backspace. It's very inefficient. It's fast, but it's not like accurate. John Thompson worked for father, shoveling manure. John Thompson, that's a new name. Oh, I also didn't write down the last. Is that your typing style too? I'm a very fast typer, but I don't like put my fingers where, you know how there's like a correct way to type? I don't do that. I don't know what I do, but it works. Dr. Lawrence we could look at again. I think we already found him, and we found like his, I think it's W.E. Lawrence. There was another name though. What was it? The guy who plowed for him. James Hastings. And now we've got John Thompson. Okay. Thompson planted potatoes. I taught, oh, forefather. What? I'm trying to figure out if this is the same as, can you see my mouse? Can you not see my mouse? Oh, no, you can. Okay. I'm trying to see if this sentence is finished here. Father, Thompson planted potatoes for father. Father, I have to look at the actual diary and flip it upside down. That's the page before. Shoveling manure for father. Shoveling manure for father. Yeah, maybe. Father. Looks like harrowed, but May 25th. Father. Yeah, harrowed. Okay. Thompson planted potatoes. I taught school. Father came after me. I stayed all night at H.W. Towns. Still can't type his name after all this time. Okay. Oh, and I should read because that's not what she said. Stayed all night at home with father and mother. Another way of phrasing it. The same exact thing she always says, but in a different way. Father's felon has to be poultices. Okay. May 26th. I put up father's fur coat and some other things. I don't know what she put it up, what that means. I helped mother about the housework. Father went to Otis Wheeler's in Woodbury. We all stayed at home all night. I haven't seen you on my feed for ages, and then this live pops up. Wow, welcome back. She's 33. It's May 27th. I did the housework. Mother has a boil on her face and did not sit up much. Jeez. What's going on with these people? Father's finger is doing well. That's good. We all stayed at home all night. Maybe that's why she was cross. I know, like, okay, so what could... This is kind of... is it a coincidence? That her dad has this, like, abscess on his finger, and now her mom has a boil on her face. We know that they don't die from it, which is good. Wait a minute. When does her mother die? It's, like, in a few years. It's her stepmother, but... Yeah, she dies in 1903. So we know that they're okay, which is good. But, like... I wonder if it's something that... passed. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Without, you could have been a good doctor in the 1900s asking the right questions. Yeah, I don't know. Did they ask those questions? Did they know about bacteria yet? They didn't have antibiotics, right? They definitely weren't, widespread. Yeah, no. 1928 was penicillin. So just put a poultice on it. I wonder what was in the poultices. Picture, like, leaf smashed up. Father carried me, probably, like, something soothing to my school. Or maybe it's something to draw out the... Ugh, gross. I don't want to keep talking about it, but you know what I mean. Like, get it all out of there. Father carried me to my school. I taught school. 2026 should be the year of bringing poultices back. You know, with the people who don't want to give vaccines, we might need them. Stayed all night at HW Towns. Just rub a poultice on it. It'll be fine. Got polio? All right, May 29th. Almost done. Or brushed her hair mid-bandage change. Yeah, could be. And if she had like a cut on her face or a zit infection. I taught school. The school had pre-memorial exercises. Not rubbing a poultice on the way out. Yeah, I don't know. just rub it on, see if you feel better. Myrtie loves telling her parents' business. I know, she never does. The school had pre-memorial exercises. Mrs. H.A. Morse Mrs. Giddings and Mrs. Hood were present. I stayed at home all night. Okay. Probably staff. Thank you. I'll take your word for it. May 30th. I am at HW Towns. Stayed with Aunt Elvira Morse while Mr. Towns' folks went to decoration. That's what they called Memorial Day. Decoration Day. I stayed all night at HW Towns. So, one more day. I have to tell you, I read ahead after this. I took pictures today of May, and after this entry, you'll know why when we read it. I had to skim ahead a little bit. I didn't like read everything that comes up, but I needed to make sure of something. I taught school. Mother's at Mother Campbell's. Her Mother Campbell's. Stayed all night at H.W. Towns. Father is staying at home alone. Parnell is sick. That's why I had to read ahead, because I had a panic moment. Parnell is her horse. And I think he's fine. I think he makes it. There's Parnell. I think this is Parnell. Unless, if Parnell dies, then this is their new horse. This isn't Parnell. But I know, I've never felt so, so worried. I love when Parnell comes up. This is them, by the way. This is Myrtie and her dad. And hopefully Parnell. And Father's fur coat? Yeah, that she's talking about. Let's check out his finger. How's his finger? He doesn't have one anymore. Kidding. Okay. So, let's look up if there was... Maybe there was coverage about their Memorial Day... pre-memorial. The scholars of Miss Kendall's school will observe Pre-Memorial Day with exercises to which the public is invited. Pre-memorial. I guess that's a thing. Let's see if we can get it closer. Washington County, Vermont. Pre-Memorial Day. At Union School. That's not her school. Nope. Maybe we look up... Let's just see if the Wheelers are mentioned. Emmeline. This is a... Oh. Husband of one of... I don't know, her aunts or something. Someone was sentenced... A Wheeler was sentenced to imprisonment. Judge... Oh, no. Judge Wheeler sentenced someone. Okay. Yeah, Decoration Day, they could mention it. The problem is that this covers Washington County, and a lot of times it doesn't mention her town. But sometimes it would say Myrtie. Like, we've seen some things. Oh, here, Miss Myrtie Wheeler. Has returned from a visit in St. Albans on the 8th. Where was she? That's odd. She was just at H.W. Towns. Maybe that's a different Myrtie Wheeler? That is strange. Unless she went somewhere before and they just finally caught up to it. She did go visit someone a while ago, but it was not, in May. Or, yeah, it was last time we read, I think. Hi from Middlebury, Vermont. Hey, Scott, are you anywhere near Calais, Vermont? Because this is where the diary is taking place. Alright, I think I'm going to call it quits for tonight. We're starting June next time. Crazy. We go through the diaries so fast. So next time I'm coming on is next Thursday. Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. I think, you know what? There's like a meeting for school that day. It's fine. I'll still come on. Okay, so next Thursday, the 22nd, 6 p.m. Mark your calendars, everybody. It's been fun. Thanks, Heather. And if you're in the Discord, I'll always let you guys know if something changes, but I'm like 99% sure that I will be on next Thursday. It depends if more comes out about that meeting, but Parnell is sick. We have to take him out. No. We had to take him out of the springboard. They didn't have to take him out like but yes, no. I'm pretty sure he's fine. Because I looked and she mentions it a lot. He's like really sick, but then they start riding him again. So I think that he's fine. But she does say Parnell's sick, like in a lot of entries. So just what's the word? I don't know. Pray for Parnell. Do I have a Judge Wheeler in your tree? I don't know. I don't know if it would be in the name. Unless you mean like is the name actual judge. I don't know. I forget what the guy's name was that it said. Alright. Those dang poultices not doing their job. Yeah, I wonder if Ben got sick from Parnell, who then got his wife sick. He had some kind of like animal bacteria. I guess all bacteria is animal bacteria. I don't know. Anyways. Good night, everybody. I'll see you next week. Pop over to YouTube. I forgot about that chat. Wasn't anyone new anyways. Okay. So, I will see you guys next Thursday. Have a good week. Diary Detectives, I'm going to give you a poll soon for our February meeting. Okay? Bye. Have a good week. Thanks for coming back, everyone, from last week. Come back again next week. See ya.